Hey you guys, let me start off by saying that I passed the NCLEX in 75 questions on the 23rd of July. The type of nursing student that I was a B student, sometimes C, some A's for decoration, okay? So I would get mostly B's. This was all throughout undergrad. When I was taking my prereqs to get into the nursing program, my grades were mostly in the B's, but it was like dancing around the A's and C's also. But hey, C's get degrees, okay? I feel like your study environment is really important. So for me, I tried to find something that was as close to a testing center as possible. So I wanted something that was quiet, well, a place that was quiet and cool. So a place that's well ventilated with central air or air conditioning, and that's not gonna have so many distractions. For me, although it wasn't the best, I went to a public library. I used to study on my porch, but the mosquitoes love me a little bit too much. So yeah, the environment, try to, like with your room, if you're not in an environment with a lot of distractions.
Oh, wait, what's that next video? Oh, Daughtry. I'm a mom, so I love this.
Have that many distractions in your room or at home. You could set it up, you know, so it can be quiet. Make sure you have a table, so you could lay out your writing utensils, your electronic device, if it's a laptop, an iPad, whatever you have. Like when I was studying, I would go to the library at 10 a.m. and I would leave at 5 p.m. And that would be it for me. That's it. I'm not looking at no content, not looking at nothing. My study resources were UWorld and ATI. UWorld. So UWorld is a question bank with over 2,000 questions. It has different subjects, and even with each subject, there's subcategories like topics. So for example, they have med-surg, peds and maternity, pharmacology, leadership, everything you need, every topic you ever learned in nursing school, they have it. And with each category, they would have subcategories. So for example, with med-surg, they had cardiac, endocrine, respiratory. So I started to ask around. I started to ask actual people I know who graduated from nursing programs what they use, and it was a mix, but I mostly heard UWorld. And when I was doing my capstone my last semester, I asked my preceptor what he used. I asked his friend what he used. I asked the other nurses what they used. Everybody was saying UWorld. A lot of people recommend UWorld. Other stuff that I hear about is NCLEX Mastery, Kaplan. I heard like they actually write the NCLEX or something like that. It's just a mix of everything I heard, but it was mostly UWorld. That's definitely what I heard the most, UWorld. Also, I feel like whatever resource you have, even if you don't plan on using UWorld or buying it, whatever you have, use it to its full potential, use it for all of its benefits, and you shall succeed. Yeah, like just like that, because I feel like there's not really a bad resource. As long as you use it, you should be fine. Like explore everything, explore every feature that comes along with it. When you are doing practice questions, understand why you're getting questions right. Yeah, why you're getting them right and why you're getting them wrong, because a lot of times people get questions right and they feel like they don't have to look over it. So even when you get it right, look at the rationale, understand why you got A right and B, C, and D is wrong. So I feel like that's a good approach when doing practice questions, regardless if you're using UWorld, NCLEX Mastery, Kaplan, or you're doing the practice questions that come with the Saunders book. I believe they have practice questions. UWorld also comes with a self-assessment. Depending on which package you get, you can have no self-assessment one self-assessment or two self-assessments. They give you a predictability. Is based on a percentile rank. So for example, I was in the 64th percentile, and it said that I had a high chance of passing the NCLEX. I was pretty confident about that, and the way I used UWorld. So I would do 75 questions a day, and I would look over the rationales within one sitting after doing the 75 questions, or like later on that day I would read over the rationales, and I would take notes either on the app itself, or I would do it in a notebook. With UWorld, when I would do practice questions, I also looked for trends. So what was I getting wrong the most? Like, what exactly was I getting wrong? Am I having problems with a lot of endocrine medications? Like, I was just looking at trends of what I'm getting wrong. I would write that down, and then I would go to my next resource that I'm about to talk about, which is ATI. I would go on the ATI books. So what ATI is like something that the school offered. Well, my school offered ATI. A lot of nursing schools offer ATI. And it comes, you get books. My school gave us books. When I felt like I needed further clarification on like trends that I was seeing, like things that I would get wrong, I would look at content. I was mostly doing questions, but when I felt like I needed further elaboration, I would look at content, and that's when my ATI books came in handy, and YouTube videos. I kind of used the same study style that I used throughout nursing school with studying for the NCLEX. So I used the ATI workbooks because I was not sitting down reading 80 to 100 pages all the time in nursing school. Like, I just wasn't doing it. I can't do it. Like, my attention span won't allow me to do it. So UWorld, ATI, and YouTube videos. So those were my resources. That's what helped me prepare for the NCLEX and pass. Was like, I was a mess. It was the longest 48 hours of my life when I was waiting for my results. I did the Pearson review trick to see if I passed, and I mean, that kind of helped lessen my anxiety because I did get the good pop-up, but I don't know how accurate it is. So I was still panicking, you know, talking to my friends. I tried to sleep throughout the whole 48 hours. I was sleeping, pooping, like I was actually on the toilet when I got my results.
You okay? Is everything all right in there?
Nervous as hell, but it all worked out. So I hope you guys enjoy my video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out in my DMs on Instagram or message me on YouTube. If you're in nursing school, good luck on your journey. If you're a new grad, I hope you pass your NCLEX. And even if you don't pass it the first time, you still have the luxury of taking the NCLEX again. So that's the good thing about it. You could always take it again. Like, don't be discouraged. Don't feel discouraged if you wasn't successful on your first attempt. Just keep going, study, and like, just making time for yourself. Don't let it consume you. Don't stress yourself too much. And you should be fine. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.